Hi guys, Allison here with 5 to Thrive, and today I want to talk about self-care and how it shouldn't have to be expensive. So a few years ago, I got into a little Facebook conversation, I guess, if you will. Not really an argument, but not a friendly conversation with someone because I saw that they were posting about how self-care and how they couldn't do it because they didn't have the money to do this, and their body, they had so many things wrong with their body, and they didn't have, the right clothes or the right equipment. And it frustrated me a little bit. And so I tried to jump on and just say, I understand how you feel, but you could just spend 5 minutes in the morning doing yoga. You don't even need a mat. You don't even need yoga clothes. And the reaction of this person was not great. I don't know if they just had this perception that they couldn't take care of themselves because of X, Y, and Z. And money kind of seemed to be the biggest factor. They didn't have the money to get the right equipment, the right clothes, the right anything. And I understand that, unfortunately, because I feel like self-care has actually become like a commodity and an industry. And that's not great for people that really need it, because then that becomes a barrier. So I want to talk about today how self-care doesn't have to be expensive, and honestly, it shouldn't be expensive, and some of the little things that you can do to take care of yourself without spending any money. So when we think of self-care, we might think of like going to a spa or spending a day taking care of ourselves by ourselves, going to a movie, getting coffee, going to Starbucks. When we think about using yoga for self-care, we picture the mat and we picture the class and we picture the cute Lululemon clothes or some other brand of really cute yoga clothes. And it's all a really nice vision. Like, of course, we all kind of want to be able to do that. We want to have the clothes and be in the beautiful studio and all of that. But the reality is you don't need any of that, and you don't need to spend hundreds of dollars at a spa to take care of yourself. And if yoga is one of the things you want to do to take care of yourself, you can literally do it in your pajamas. You can do it sitting next to your bed or in your bed in the morning. You don't have to put on yoga clothes. You don't even have to have a mat. And I just want to make sure that people know that money doesn't have to be a barrier to self-care. So get up in the morning, sit on the floor next to your bed. If it's carpet, great. You don't need to do anything else. If it's wood floor, maybe grab a pillow or something and sit on that. Literally in your pajamas. Cross your legs. Spend a little time meditating. If you can't cross your legs, maybe you have injuries or anything or something like that that's preventing you from sitting in that cross-legged position, which is not easy, honestly. Sit with your feet out in front of you. Sit on your bed. Sit in any way that feels comfortable. You don't need the fancy equipment. Take 5 minutes to sit in silence, to breathe, to stretch in whatever way feels comfortable. That's self-care, you guys. That taking those few minutes for yourself is a form of self-care, and you can do it in your pajamas, and you can do it without a yoga mat, and you can do it without going and spending money on Starbucks. You can do it without even having to put gas in your car. I think it's very detrimental that self-care has become such a commodity and such an industry, because it doesn't have to be. And if it's going to stop people from feeling like they can take care of themselves, then that's a problem. So that's my spiel today. We're coming up on the 5 minutes, so I could stand on a soapbox and talk about this all day, but please know that if self-care and yoga is a way you want to participate in self-care, you don't need the mat, you don't need the fancy clothes. Standing straight up and folding forward is literally a pose that's really great for you. It's called forward fold. Look it up. So that's my time today. Please know that you can take care of yourself without spending a dime, and while still taking care of your body and being gentle with yourself. So I'm Allison. This has been 5 Minutes to Thrive. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay happy and stay healthy.